Happy Mother's Day, everybody. We're going to do a Mother's Day medley of songs. It's called a Mama Medley. Let's get up and dance to the song that wasn't hit before your mother was born. Though she was born a long, long time ago, your mother should know. Your mother should know. Lift up your hearts and sing to a song that was a hit before your mother was born. And though she was born a long, long time ago, your mother should know. Your mother should know. Your mother should know. Your mother should know. I'll always love my mama. She's my favorite girl. I'll always love my mama. She brought me in this world. A mother's love is so special. It's something you can't describe. It's the kind of love that stays with you until the day you die. She always taught me things like say thank you please, while scrubbing those floors on her bended knees. Talking about mama, she's one of a kind. Talking about mama, you got mine. Talking about mama, hey mama, my heart belongs to you, and I'll always love my mama, for she's my favorite girl. I'll always love my mom. She brought me in this world. I'm talking about mama. She's one of a kind. Talking about mama. You got yours and I got mine. Talking about mama. Oh mama, my heart belongs to you. I'll always love my mama. She's my favorite girl. I'll always love my mom. She brought me in this world. You only get one, you only get one, yeah.
Good morning. God is in this place, fully present, alive, filled with joy, love, harmony, wisdom, and life. And that divine life everywhere present is indeed the one and only life there is to have or to be. It is whole and perfect, and it is perfect, and it indwells and expresses in, through, and as each and every one of us. And it has drawn us together this morning, whether we are here in person or whether we are tuning in virtually. Truly, God is in this place, nurturing, loving, and uplifting us, opening our hearts and our minds, and awakening us to the truth of our being, that we are that I am, that something beautiful is moving within and through us. And as we join together in our beloved community here and there is no there is only the here and the now. And we feel the holy presence that is communing with us as we commune with it. One life, God's life, our life. And we're so grateful that this nurturing presence is all that we need to remember who and whose we are. And so we accept the joy of being together. We accept the delight in allowing the presence to express itself through us magnificently. And this is how we begin. Thank you, beloved presence, for all the gifts that are ours to give and to receive. Thank you, loving presence, for life itself. We release this word of truth to the God's perfect law, knowing it is already complete. And I invite you to say with me, and so it is. And so it is. Hi. And hi, everybody out there, including all of you who are out there camping, having Mother's Day brunches, etc. We are all together in the one place, in the one heart, which is the heart of God itself. So happy Mother's Day to everyone, whether you are a mother, have a mother, had a mother, or simply are a nurturing presence in this world. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. I'm Maxine Kay, and I have the great pleasure of being the spiritual leader of this Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living, where we learn and practice the beautiful spiritual tools that Ernest Holmes taught us about 100 years ago. Well, we weren't with him at that time, but we've been practicing and learning them and sharing these beautiful tools ever since. I did have the great pleasure as a teen of seeing him walking along the hall at the Institute when a bunch of us teens from different churches went there. But I never met him in person. But every time I open the Science of Mind textbook, I meet him very much in person, right? So we do have these beautiful spiritual tools, meditation, spiritual mind treatment, which is affirmative prayer, which we use for ourselves, our loved ones, our families, our friends, one another here. Our practitioners, 4 of them here, 4 of them distant and yet very close. All of them are here to serve, and we are so grateful for them. So we help each other. We love each other. We play with each other. We have so many beautiful social activities. And you'll be hearing more about them later because May is an amazingly, wonderfully filled month of great things for us to experience and to share with each other. And isn't that what it's about, is sharing with each other. So we're grateful for our wonderful music, and we're grateful for each other and for these beautiful tools that we use to walk together through beautiful experiences that we have and through grief-filled experiences sometimes too, walking together because we know that there is always an answer for any question, always a solution to any problem or challenge, and we do this together. So I'm grateful for you. We're also part of the Greater Centers for Spiritual Living, which is global. And we're grateful that we share a lot of mission, purpose, vision, etc. with them. So what is our mission? To provide spiritual tools for personal and global transformation. What a good idea. I'm ready to be transformed all the time, aren't you? Every day. I love what Paul said, I die daily. I like to die daily to the wonderful day I had before so I can have an even better one today when I am more consciously connected with my source. And what is our purpose? To awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence. And how many people in your life do you think know that they are spiritually magnificent? Probably not enough. You're counting them. Good. Let's help them know that. And how can we help them know that better than being aware of that own shining, radiant presence that's within us, that's within every other person? And we can say, was it Emerson who said it is Jove nodding to Jove? When we recognize that the presence within us is also saluting the presence within others. And what is our vision? A world that works for everyone, a world that works for all. Keep that vision, please, because it is happening. It is unfolding incrementally. We are walking along individually and collectively in this spiritual evolution. And we all, no matter what our faith traditions may be, we're all arriving at the same place eventually, which is oneness, which is wholeness, which is peace and prosperity for all. And then here in our own center, we have a purpose words. and they would be living, loving, learning, spirituality that works. And so it is. Now, we're going to keep learning this new song, and Ray is going to help us. This is called How Can I Serve Today? If you're comfortable doing so, would you like to stand? If you're not, that's okay too. But it kind of gets the circulation going when we do. Okay, so the words are going to be up there. Here we are. You want to help us get started?
Yes, I do. I just want to make sure that I'm doing it right too. Yeah, no, I'm good. I think I'm good. Okay. Oh, you know what? This is what I'll point out. So, it's a little tricky because you're first time learning it. Who needs my love today, sweet spirit? Who needs my love today? Speak in ways that I will understand. So it's always going back to this.
So the three last lines are always
They're always coming after that next line. Yes.
So where do we start?
You start up here. How can I serve today, sweet spirit? How can I serve today, O Lord? And then speak in ways that I will understand. Where you lead me, I will follow. Where you lead me, I will go. And then I'll do the next line. Who needs my love today? And then speak in ways that I will understand. It repeats that bottom line. So just so you're not wandering around.
We can wander.
You can wander. Okay. It's new.
Yeah, that's it.
When it's new, you have to kind of take it in. How can I serve today, sweet spirit? How can I serve today, oh Lord? Speak in ways that I will understand. Where you lead me, I will follow. Where you lead me, I will go. How can I? Who needs my love today, sweet spirit? Who needs my love today, oh Lord? Speak in ways that I will understand. Where you lead me, I will follow. Where you lead me, I will go. Share. Must I share today, sweet spirit? Who needs my love today, oh Lord? Speak in ways that I will understand. Where you lead me, I will follow. Where you lead me, I will go. Give. What can I give today, sweet spirit? Who needs my love today, oh Lord? Speak in ways that I will understand. Where you lead me, I will follow. Where you lead me, I will go. Yeah.
All right. Well, the teens, oh my goodness, I know that we had one teen last week, was it, who had her prom. That was Mila. She's camping now with the group. And last night, our other teen, Lilia, had her prom, and we got to see both pictures. If you haven't seen them yet, ask Payson. Really beautiful, beautiful girls. So I'm going to speak to the teens, and if there's a teen in you, as there is a teen in me, then this is for you as well. This is actually a parable that I believe Wayne Dyer had come up with some time ago. So in the mother's womb are two babies. Obviously, they're twins. And one asked the other, "Do you believe in life after delivery?" And the other replied, "Why, of course. There has to be something after delivery." Did you hear the first part? Okay, good. Yeah, did you right here? Why, of course, I believe in life after delivery. There has to be something after delivery. And maybe we're here to prepare ourselves for what we will be later. Well, nonsense, says the first one. There's no life after delivery. What kind of life would that be? And the second one says, I don't know, but there will be more light than here. And maybe we will walk with our legs and talk with our mouths and eat with our mouths. Maybe we'll have other senses that we don't even understand right now. And the first one replied, that is absurd. Walking is impossible, and eating with our mouths, ridiculous. The umbilical cord supplies nutrition and everything we need. But the umbilical cord is so short, life after delivery logically has to be excluded. So the second one insisted, well, I think there is something, and maybe it's different than it is here. Maybe we won't need this physical cord anymore. And the first replied, nonsense. And moreover, if there is life, then why has no one ever come back from here? Delivery is the end of life, and in the after delivery, there is nothing but darkness and silence and oblivion. It takes us nowhere. Well, I don't know, said the second, but certainly we will meet Mother, and she will take care of us. And the first replied, Mother? You actually believe in Mother? That's laughable. If Mother exists, where is she? Where is she now? The second one said, she's all around us. We're surrounded by her. We are of her. It is in her that we live. Without her, this world would not and could not exist. Said the first, well, I don't see her, so it's only logical that she doesn't exist. To which the second one replied, sometimes when you're in the silence and you focus and you really listen, you can perceive her presence and you can hear her loving voice calling down from above. I love that. So whatever you kids are doing for your moms, I know it's wonderful. Just being who you are is a gift to your moms. So thank you for being the same nurturing presence that your moms and your dads and your aunts and uncles and grandmas and grandpas and all the teachers and the people who love you have always been. You have had very good role models, and now you get to be those yourself. Thank you. Now, I'm going to introduce one of our wonderful board members and treasurer, Jerry Gord, to do us some announcements.
Hello, everybody. So today's celebration is being sponsored by Linda Moose in loving memory of her heavenly mom and to all the other moms and mom figures out there. So happy Mother's Day. So you also can sponsor a Sunday if you want to honor or appreciate somebody or know a special event. You just have to check on the link on the homepage, pop-up screen, or contact Dr. Maxine. So Nibbles and New Thoughts, Conversation and Dinner is tomorrow night, Monday, May 11th at Anthony's Italian Restaurant in Malvern. Time is 6:15 and 8. Sure. So it's 6:15 to 8:15. Next Sunday, we have a couple special events. Sounds really loud out there now. So first is, instead of our in-person celebration, here at 1:00 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be on Zoom next week, so we will not be here next week. This is one of the very few times that we're not able to use this facility. And then following the service from 2:15 to 2:45 Eastern Time, we're going to have conversations with the board, which will also be on Zoom. opportunity to learn of updates as well as ask questions and share your thoughts. So please plan to be with you. It'll be brief but meaningful. New Member Sunday will be May 24th, so be sure to be present. We'll be welcoming new members to our center at 1 o'clock. And then afterward, we're going to join us for a celebratory lunch at the Black Powder Tavern, which is just up the road. And we have a very special concert coming up. So Ray and his acclaimed band, the One Man Dog. So if you close your eyes, you think you're listening to James Taylor. If you open your eyes, it sounds like James Taylor, but it's Ray. It'll be here at the sanctuary, May 30th. So please help us get the word out. We have flyers. So they're available up front. You can post them around, talk to your friends. And we're also doing sponsorships. So you can talk to stores and companies and restaurants and the people that sponsor the event. Also, please buy tickets. My wife Georgina and I are matching dollar for dollar all the sponsorships for that day. So the May and June Science of Mind is now available to see Linda up front. And stay tuned for other opportunities to enjoy your spiritual community and register at cslphilly.org for all our events. That's it. Thank you.
I have a friend of mine, Al Bian of Westchester Music, that called yesterday, and he's going to donate $50,000. Just kidding. Like $50, less zeros. I got this guitar and this amp from him. He's a real big supporter of music.
Here I am, out in the open. Here I am, nothing to hide. Here I go, but where am I going? And who am I? Who am I becoming? Oh my God, you know where to find me. Here I am, inside of my body, and I breathe your love. Here I am, just to be taken to the place of a deeper connection. And here we are, all for this moment of losing time in a loving stillness. Oh my God, you know where to find me. Here I am, inside of my body, and I breathe love.
And let us take a deep, holy breath of spirit. Allow that loving presence, the chi, the prana, to circulate through our bodies, our emotions, our minds, our entire consciousness, cleansing, clarifying, and bringing us to that point of peace, that place of power within our hearts, here and now. And let us rest there. There is no thought of doubt or concern, no feeling of separation or confusion. There is God's peace, God's power, the perfect presence that dwells within and all around us, and in which we dwell and live and move and have our being. For there is God and nothing else. And so we allow ourselves to experience the divine embrace, where all care melts away, any confusion dissolves, and clarity emerges. Fear dissolves, and faith is real. This continual flow of divine love and infinite wisdom is our reality. It is that which allows us to keep our vision high, to see the light beyond the darkness and shadow, to give thanks even for the darkness and shadow, knowing that the light is forever shining within and through it. And that light, the light of the Christ, shines so warmly and radiantly within our own hearts that we not only rest in this loving presence, but we allow love to go before us, to make all the crooked places straight. Day by day, moment by moment, remaining in the here and now consciousness, we move forward and upward and celebrate our true, authentic nature. All is well. Here and now, all is well. Truly, truly, all is well.
Here I am, just to be taken. Here I am, with nothing to hide. Here I am, all for this moment of losing time.
Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Mother's Day. My name is Cheryl Macklin, and I am a licensed spiritual practitioner for this center, and it is my honor to be that. My reading today comes from 365 Science of Mind, which is one of our favorite go-to, and it is June 23rd. And it's today I bestow the essence of love upon everything. We are made perfect when we enter into the communion of love with one another and with the invisible essence of life. Love is the fulfillment of the law, That is, we do not make the highest use of the law unless that use is motivated by love, by a sincere desire to express unity, harmony, and peace. As the soaring bird opens her wings to the sky's embrace, so we must open our hearts and minds to the influx of spirit and receive its love, that we may, in turn, express it to all whom we meet. We must embrace the essence of love, that we may transmit it, giving loveliness to all events. Today I bestow the limitless love flowing through me upon everything. Everyone will be lovely to me. My soul meets the soul of the universe in everyone. Nothing is ordinary, it is all beautiful, all meaningful. This love is a healing power that touches everything into wholeness, healing the wounds of experience with its divine balm. I know that this love essence, the very substance of life, the creative principle back of everything, flows through my whole being, spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical. It flows in transcendence, loveliness into my world of thought and form, ever renewing, vitalizing, bringing joy and harmony, and blessing everything it touches. As Dr. Maxine said, God is in this place. We know that God is love, therefore love is in this place. And love is everywhere we go, in everyone we meet, in everyone here today, in everyone watching. We are one with that unconditional love of Source, that infinite intelligence that guides us every step of the way, that guides us here today to be in communion with each other, to listen to the perfect message, the wonderful music, to be in community. I am so grateful to be part of this loving spiritual community, and to know that each of us is an expression, an embodiment of Source. And that Source, that love, is being expressed here today, in every moment, in each person. I am grateful to know this, and I accept this, and with the greatest of gratitude, I release my word into the law, knowing that the law only ever says yes. I let this be so, and so it is. And now we have an affirmation. As I was conceived in divine love, infinite wisdom, so I am a co-creator with wisdom. So, affirming. Oops, sorry, I was a little behind. Thank you.
Reverend Mike, I wonder if you'd like to say a few words about this next song I'm going to sing for y'all. Yeah, set me up. Set up the song.
So, I used to be we were pastors back in those days of the Tri-Cities First Church of Religious Science in Kennewick, Washington. And I had this one music director who was with me for years, a genius, similar to Ray, but in his own right. He was a classical musician that could do anything and everything. And he wrote this song for his dad, who made his transition, or was making his transition. And it's called Rainbow Song. And it really touched me deeply, because whenever we're thinking about somebody that's gone on, this brings to me that connection with the person that has gone on. And so when my son, Kyle, jumped off the planet, which is a euphemism for died, this was played at his memorial service by Daniel Amon. And it's real special to me. And I asked Ray to play it today in honor of my mother, our mothers who perhaps have jumped off the planet, or anybody in your relationships or anybody you know that's not here anymore that you would like to remember, somebody that's nurtured you or cared for you in the background, in the past. So with that, Ray.
Saw the light shining from your eyes just before I left to go back home. Like the crystal scattered rainbows on the walls within this room, I still feel the warm reflections of your smile. Rainbow has no mind to know it's beautiful. It lives because it lets the sun shine through. It doesn't hide from the raindrops. It just lets it be naturally, naturally. We've climbed a rainbow together, you and I. We've climbed it high to rise above the clouds that once were in our eyes, that made it hard to see, but now is beautiful. A rainbow of love. As I watched you drive away, the tears began to flow. I didn't try to stop myself from crying. Instead, I found my music like an old familiar friend. She gave these words to me because I listened. A rainbow has no mind to know it's beautiful. It lives because it lets the sun shine through. It doesn't hide from the raindrops. It just lets it be naturally. She said, a rainbow has no mind to know it's beautiful. It lives because it lets the sun shine through. It doesn't hide from the raindrops. It just lets it be naturally. Rainbow of love, oh let it be. I saw the light shining from your eyes just before I left to go back home. To go back home. To go back home. To go back home.
when I called Dan Myers yesterday and told him that I'd asked Ray to play that song. He was really touched because I hadn't talked to him in about 3 years. And you're holding that mic up like I should be careful. Oh, it was the camera, okay. Anyway, it was real special to me. You are all real special to me. Everybody I know that had a mother thought they were special to them. And some of the mothers thought that you were special to them too. That's not always the case though. There's people in our life that should be nurturing and caring for ourselves that aren't equipped to deal with it. It's a fact. And when that happens, unless we find somebody else to care for us or nurture for us, things sometimes don't turn out right. Sometimes it, to coin a phrase, messes us up. And so sometimes you see the young people that are messed up is they say they don't have good parenting. Well, they didn't. They didn't have somebody to care for them, to nurture them. And so one of my messages today is, if you came from that sort of environment in which you weren't nurtured, I'm sorry. But you could do two things. You could either just continue to linger over it and be angry about it, or you can forgive those folks that should have cared for you, should have nurtured you, by recognizing they, in their own right, were doing the best job they could at the time, and make a decision to do better yourself and nurture yourself. Be kind to yourself. Care for yourself. Do the things that are good for yourself. And work to forgive those that didn't do what they perhaps should have done. This is a place where I actually have to turn out my notes. Yes, this is Mother's Day. You know, a little history on Mother's Day. Do you know Mother's Day in the United States was started in 1908 by Anna Jarvis? Interesting enough, it was in honor of her mother, Anne Reeves Jarvis, who turned out to be a big peace activist. And originally, they tried to get Mother's Day approved by Congress in 1908, but those congressmen were too wise for that. That wasn't going to happen. That wasn't going to happen until 1914, when President Woodrow Wilson declared it to be a national holiday. The point of what I was talking about before was this. Mother's Day is important to us because remember the fifth commandment, honor thy father and thy mother? Why is that important? That was one of those commandments that you kind of go over and say, yeah. So your days may be long upon the earth. Yeah. What really is important, because if you have parents that you could admire and try to move after or try to good growth, you can think good things about them, you got a good thing going. If you don't, you got to make it up. My mother, who's an example in a lot of my talks, was 8 years old. No, excuse me, she was 10 years old, and she was taking care of an 8-year-old brother and a 6-year-old sister. While her mother was off doing whatever she was doing. She was I think you call them barflies. And my grandpa was off gold mining. Let's just say it wasn't a really good type of life. And she related how she had to feed the kids dandelion greens for 3 days until Grandpa showed up again and they could get some food. Some people have it real tough when they're growing up. You know, and that explains some things to me, the way I was raised. You walked into our house, the family home, and you opened up a cupboard, and it was stock full, one end to the other, with canned goods. You couldn't put another thing in there. It was stocked full. Everywhere you look, every cupboard you looked, it was stocked full all the time. She had not one, but 2 freezers downstairs, full all the time. She wasn't going to be hungry again. And she was a young girl that had one dress to wear to school. And she'd have to take it home and wash it every day. She'd have just a crust of bread to eat for lunch every day. So she'd hide underneath the porch at school so people wouldn't see her. And what's amazing is she turned out as well as she did. She was one of the strongest characters ever. And if you had ever met her, you would have known that she was a strong character. She was the first supervisor in headquarters at Boeing Company in Seattle, Washington. The first head of corporate statistics. Amazing person. So the point of that is that no matter where you're at, you don't have to stay where you're at. You don't have to be a victim all your life just because something happened at one time. You can begin to parent yourself when she was parenting herself, as she was parenting her brother and her sister. She was parenting herself because she knew that something was better for her, that she would call it the good Lord within her would provide for her. And it did. Now, she wasn't a terribly religious person, but she did believe. She did believe in her loving Father, Mother, God. So, she taught me some things that I need to be mindful of. But sometimes I find myself doing things and feeling restricted to try things and a little frightened to do something, and I recognize Mom's still got her apron strings on me. You know, well, why don't you try that? Because she was afraid you'd get hurt. Yeah, I know. I get that. Today we're celebrating the Divine Feminine. And in The Science of Mind, page 593, Dr. Holmes writes, the feminine principle is man, is the universal soul, the subjective or subconscious intelligence, the universal medium or soul, which has been called the womb of nature. Now, that used to titillate people when you'd say that. I think we've grown up a little bit. When Joseph Murphy referred to the feminine principle as being the womb of creation, he almost got thrown out. But it was called the womb of nature and the Holy Mother because it is receptive to the Spirit and is impregnated with divine ideas, giving birth to something in a way that surprises, and we ask ourselves, what are these ideas of spirit? And therefore the principle of nature. Well, here's some ideas of spirit. You were created from love, by love, for love, as love. And you have a purpose to be here. If you don't know what your purpose is, listen carefully and I'll tell you exactly what your purpose is. Your purpose is to love and live fully and participate in the expression of heaven here on earth, right here and right now, being kind and considerate and loving to all people. Got it? Easy, huh? So if you ever want to know what a purpose was, there it is. Now the problem is that some of us find ourselves busy doing, and we really don't have a reason why other than to maybe to pay a bill. I've known some people that were quite wealthy, but were really poor inside, didn't really have anything to hang on to. And it's unfortunate how many of those wind up in unsavory places. At the same time, when we recognize that we're here to express that greater idea of life and love, if it's not us that actually is doing the creation of this, we're observers of spirit within us, expressing through us and creating it through, about, and as us. We play the role of the observer. We don't have to give birth to every good thing that happens, but we can be a midwife to good things that happen. We could be a good wife to good things that are happening in the world. If you want peace in the world, then the first thing we need to do is be at peace. It doesn't do any good to run around shouting, "You be at peace," when I'm not at peace within myself. It doesn't work very well when you go to complain how bad the government is, or how bad this is, or how bad that is. Because the old adage is, power flows and attracts that to which you give your attention. That which you resist persists. So the more you focus on what you don't like, the more you get what you don't like. So how do we change that around? We talked about this last time I spoke. Meditate. Now, by meditation, I don't... Learning to still your mind. It doesn't really matter which way you do it. You can look at a candle, you can watch your breath, you can read a passage over and over and memorize it. But just get into a habit, a regular habit, a daily habit of peace, be still, and know that I am God. Just repeat that one if you want. Peace, be still, and know that I am God. I am quiet and peaceful, for I put my trust in thee. A great stillness steals over me and quiets my whole being as I realize thy presence in me. I am still in thy spirit, and I put my whole confidence in thee alone. If we focus on God rather than that which is not God, if we focus on the nature of God other than that which is unlike the nature of God, we experience more of what? God. And that's the solution. That's what we're here to do. In revealing a heaven on earth here and now, that's what we need to do, is be more and more of that which we really are. God expressing by means of us. In you is the same mind, the same Christ mind that was in Jesus. The Christ mind that was in Jesus is the same Christ mind that is in me, is in you, is in you, is in you, is in all of us. Because there is only one life, one divine intelligence expressing in, through, and as us. And that's Christ, God, Spirit, the Beloved. And here's the good news. In you, in you, in you, in you, all of you out there, it is well pleased. It is well pleased. You're doing well. I know one of the great joys of my life was when my folks weren't too big in appreciation, or should I say, fluffing me up. But I remember a time when my dad said, "Mike, we're proud of you." Talk about a nurturing statement. Is there somebody in your life that you can say, "Ray, I'm proud of you"? I'm proud of you. Now, that's one of the most nurturing things that I can imagine somebody saying. It's saying, I love you. I appreciate you. I support you. I know you. I observe you. You are that which I am that which you are. Mm. Well, it's very important when we say, I am, to be careful with how we finish that statement. Because however you finish that statement has a tendency to manifest as who and what you are and how you are. So, I am delighted that you're here today. I am delighted that I've had the opportunity to share with you today. I'm delighted that each individual that was here today, I had the opportunity to share from my heart today. And I'm honored to celebrate the divine feminine within you, and the divine feminine principle within us all, because it is in us all. And thus endeth the message. So it is. Well, I want to thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your words of truth and for reminding us that we can all be the nurturing presence. In fact, I think you're all just big nurtures. That's a wonderful thing to be. Thanks for the great reminder. And this is the time of our offertory. And so as we prepare to, let's see, a regular person, oh, how about the treasurer? That's a good idea. Perfect. So we love to celebrate our prosperity, and one of the ways that we do that is to give to the closest source of our spiritual nurture. And for me, it is this center. And so however you choose to give, and in whatever ways and to whichever channels, we thank you. And so let's say our affirmation together. I choose to celebrate prosperity. Divine love blesses my gift. It is my acceptance of God as the source of my abundant supply. With joy and gratitude, I share my abundance with this center. In doing so, I am one with the law of circulation. My tide goes forth to heal, to prosper, and to bless. It returns to me multiplied abundantly, and I am prospered, and so it is.
Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. Great is stillness, stills over me. I'm quiet and peaceful along with thee. I put all my trust and confidence alone in this stillness of thy presence. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God.
That's another song that Brett came up for me. He is a genius. I'm blessed. We all are blessed, to be surrounded by such geniuses. Everywhere I look, I see people in their own right are geniuses, doing what they do, but to be themselves with style and grace, quality. So, to conclude, happy Mother's Day, everybody. Let's celebrate, if we're mothers, let's celebrate that we're mothers. Let's give thanks to that which we've given birth to. Let's give thanks to that which we have been midwives for. Let's give thanks for those in our life who have touched us and nurtured us. Let's give thanks for the opportunity that we always have to nurture others, to be of support to others, and to help lift this world to a greater realization of the joy and love, the heaven that is. With a grateful heart, I declare this to be so, and so it is. Now it's time to sing. Would you like to stand?
You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world. Let's repeat that one again. We are the heart, and we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, and I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. I'm a blessing to the world. I'm a blessing to the world. Happy Mother's Day.